Hello everyone, I hope that everyone is doing very well. Here I am Suraj, and here in this video I'll be telling you about the business cycle. What is business cycle? What are the various phases or the stages of the business cycle? So business cycle is nothing but the fluctuation of the business activities in a particular economy, or we can say that the upward and downward movement of the business activities in a particular economy. We can also call it trade cycle or the economic cycle. Okay, so in the next videos I will tell you what are the various regions. Here you can see that if you see this picture, you can see that these are the fluctuation of the business cycle. Okay, business activities in the particular economy. So in the next videos I will tell you what are the various causes of this fluctuation according to the Hicks theory, according to the theory of innovation, means the computer theory of business cycle, then according to the Samuelson theory, according to the psychological theory of business cycle, according to the Cobb theory of business cycle. What are the various causes of this fluctuation? In the next video I will discuss all these things. Okay, in this video I will tell you about what is business cycle and what are the various stages of the business cycle. So the business cycle is nothing but the fluctuation of the business activities in a particular economy, or the upward and downward movement of the business activities in a particular economy. We can also call it economic cycle or trade cycle. Okay, so see, no era can stay forever. So like that we cannot always say that our economy will always be on the expansion stage, or our economy will always be on the recession stage. Our economy will be on the upward stage or the downward stage. So this movement is basically called the fluctuation of the business cycle. Okay, this movement is basically called the business cycle, means the upward and downward movement of the business activities in a particular economy. And how we can say that whether there is a upward or downward movement of the movement in the particular economy, whether how we can say that whether there is a fluctuation in the business activities by calculating the gross domestic product of the country. We can say that whether there is a upward or downward movement of the business activities in a particular economy. Okay, so these are the various phases of the business cycle, like the expansion stage, then peak stage, then recession stage, and from the recession stage our economy will enter into the depression stage, then the lowest saturation point is trough, then the recovery stage, then again from the recovery our economy will enter into the expansion stage. So this movement will go like that, upward, downward, upward, downward. So this is basically called the business cycle. Now we'll discuss the various phases, like the when there will be expansion stage in the economy. Okay, so during the favorable period in the economy, the various investors, various businessmen, various people will think that yes, there is an opportunity. If they invest, they will earn more profit. So they will start investing, and if they start investing, obviously there will be employment generation, and if there is a requirement of the fund, obviously they will take fund from the various banks, and they will have to give interest to the banks. And if they start investing, obviously there will be employment generation. They will have to pay salaries, pay wages to the various worker, laborers or the employees. Okay, so if there is an employment generation in the economy, obviously the income generation in the economy will also increase. And if there is an income generation in the economy, obviously the demand of the product will also increase. And if the demand of the product will increase, obviously it will affect into the prices of the product. Prices of the product will also increase. Okay, and if the prices of the product increases, obviously company, the business organization will earn more profit. So here at the expansion stage we can see that there will be huge investment. Obviously if the investment increases, the employment generation will be there, and if employment generation increases, income generation in the economy will also increase. If income generation in the economy increases, obviously the demand of the product will also increase, and if the demand of the product increases, obviously the prices of the product will also increase. And here this stage we can say that our economy will expand. Okay, so at the point of the time our economy इससे ज़्यादा और नहीं आगे बढ़ सकता है. Okay, so our economy will touch into the highest saturation point, and this point we can call it peak stage. So during the at the stage of the expansion, employment generation will be there, income generation will be there in the economy, then the demand of the product will increase and the prices of the product will increase. And if the prices of the product increases, obviously the business organization will earn more profit, and it will attract the other investors, other businessmen, other people also, and they will also come forward, and they will also start producing the same products, right? Sorry. So at the one stage we can, at the one side we can see that the due to the high price of the product, obviously it will again affect into the demand of the product. So due to the high prices of the product, since the demand of the product due to the due to the income generation in the economy, demand of the product will increase, and if the demand of the product will increase, obviously the prices of the product will increase. So if the prices of the product is very high, then again it will affect into the demand of the product. Demand of the product will reduce, and at the other side, due to the due to here we can see that due to the high price, company will earn, business organization will earn more profit, and it will attract the other businessmen, other entrepreneurs also. They will also come forward and they will start producing the same products, right? So at the one side we can see that due to the high price, it may affect into the again demand of the product. Demand of the product will reduce, and at the another side, other businessmen will come forward and they will also start producing the same product. So this business organization, these investors, these entrepreneurs may not know about that, whether there is whether the demand of the product is increasing or decreasing. They will keep producing the product. Okay, so if they increase their production, and if the other investor come forward, and if the other investors also producing the same product, obviously there will be excess supply of the products into the market. Then it will again affect into the prices of the product. Prices of the product will reduce more. Then if the prices of the product reduces more, obviously it will affect into the profit, in the profit of the organization. Profit of the organization will also reduce, and it will discourage the organization, they discourage the entrepreneurs or business person, right? So what they will do, if the profit is reducing, obviously they will reduce their investment. So from the highest saturation point, from the peak stage, our economy will enter into the recession period. Means here the company is earning less profit, obviously it will discourage them. They will reduce their investment, and if they reduce their investment, production will also reduce, and if they reduce the production, obviously there will be employment cut. So unemployment generation will increase. So if the unemployment generation increases, obviously the income generation in the economy will reduce, and the demand of the product will reduce. Again there will be they will reduce their investment. Then there will be unemployment generation will also increase more. So if this recession stage stays for the long period of the time, our economy will enter into the depression stage. At the line of cycle stage, we can see that the depression stage means our recession will go below to the normal line. So if the recession stage stays for the long period of the time, our economy will enter into the depression stage. Means here the unemployment generation will be very high, okay, and production will also reduce. The income generation will be very less. The investment will also decrease, okay. There will be no investment. So at the point of the time, our economy will touch into the lowest saturation point. This is called trough. Means इससे नीचे और नहीं गिर सकता है. At the trough stage means the unemployment is at the highest level. There is no investment in the economy. There is demand of the product is also very less, okay. Unemployment is very high, no investment in the economy, no income in the economy, right? Then since at this stage our economic condition will be very bad, there will be intervention of the government. Obviously government will also try to recover the economy. So there will be intervention of the economy. They will come forward, they will also start investing, okay. So if the government start invest, obviously our employment generation will increase, and if the employment generation increases, again the income generation in the economy will increase, and if the income generation in the economy increases, obviously the demand of the product will also increase. And to meet the demand of this product, obviously there will be an entry of the private investors. Private investors will come forward, they will also start producing the product. Then again they will also have to invest. Obviously there will be again employment generation, then demand of the product will increase, then income in the economy will also increase. So from the lowest saturation point, from the trough stage, our economy will start recovery, and from the recovery stage then our economy will again go upward and our economy will enter into the expansion stage. Then again it will touch into the highest saturation point, that is called peak. Then again it will go to the recession stage, then again depression stage, then again our economy will touch into the lowest saturation point, that is called the trough stage. Then again our economy will start recovery. So this cycle will go like that, upward, downward, upward, downward. Okay, so basically this cycle is called economic cycle or the business cycle, or we can say trade cycle. So trade cycle is nothing but the fluctuation of the business activities in a particular economy. Okay, so what are the various phases of this cycle? Expansion stage, peak stage, then recession stage, then depression, then trough, then recovery. When there will be expansion, when during the favorable period of the time, investment will increase, employment generation will increase, income generation will increase, demand of the product will also increase, prices of the product will increase, and if the prices of the product is increasing, obviously there will be high profit of the organization. Means the business organization will earn more profit, and again due to the high price, it will again affect into the demand of the product, and since the business organization is earning more profit, it will attract the other investors. Other investors will also come forward, they will also producing the same product, and there will be excess supply of the product into the market. So if there will be excess supply of the product into the market, it will again reduce the prices of the product, means the business organization will earn less profit, right? It will discourage the business organization, entrepreneurs or the businessmen, then they will reduce their investment. Sorry, if they reduce their investment, what will happen? If they reduce their investment, then they will have to reduce the production also, and if they reduce the production, unemployment generation will increase, means there will be employment cut. So our economy will enter into the recession point, and if the recession stage stays for the long period of the time, then our economy will enter into the depression period. Here we'll see that the unemployment is very high, no investment is there, no demand of the product is less, and then our economy will touch into the lowest saturation point, means at the stage no investment is there, unemployment is at the highest level. Okay, so then government, there will be government intervention, means at the trough stage the economic condition will be very bad, then government will also try to improve the economic condition, try to recovery the economic condition from the trough stage. So government will start investing, then employment generation will be there, income generation will be there. Then if the income generation increases, obviously demand of the product will increase, and to meet the demand of this product, obviously there will be entry of the other investors, other private investors, they will also come forward, they will also start investing. Then our economy will our economy will start recovery, and from that recovery stage our economy again enter into the expansion stage. So this movement will go like that, upward and downward movement, and this fluctuation is basically called the business cycle. Okay, so business cycle is nothing but the fluctuation of the business activities in a particular economy. And what are the various phases of the business cycle? Expansion stage. What are the various stages of the business cycle? We can say that expansion stage, peak stage means the highest saturation point, means इससे ऊपर और नहीं जा सकता economy. Then recession stage, depression stage, then our economy will touch into the lowest saturation point, इससे नीचे और नहीं गिर सकता economy. Okay, this is the lowest saturation point. Then from the lowest saturation point our economy will start recovery, and from that stage our economy go upward, and our economy will touch into the again expansion stage, go into the expansion stage. So this movement will go like that, upward and downward movement. So this is all about the business cycle and the various phases of the business cycle. Okay, so in the next video I will discuss about the various theories, okay, of the business cycle. Means according to the various theories, what are the main causes of this fluctuation? We can see that fluctuation, these are the fluctuation, right? So according to the various theories, what are the main reasons, main causes of this fluctuation? Various theories are there, like the cobweb theory, psychological theory of the business cycle, Samuelson theory, Hicks theory of the business cycle. Okay, so I will discuss all these theories in the next class. Okay, next videos I will discuss all these theories in the next videos. What are the various causes of the fluctuation of the business cycle? What are the various causes? Why there is a fluctuation in the economic activities or the business activities. So these theories will be discussed in the next videos. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope that you have understood. Thank you so much.